If you've been watching Toyota's push to turbocharge its lineup, you're not alone. The 2.4-liter turbo has been rolled out into Highlander, Tacoma, Crown, and other models. And along with the performance and efficiency gains came a chorus of early reports about turbo/wastegate gremlins. The question now, as Toyota ships more 2.4L cars and trucks for 2026, is straightforward. Did Toyota fix the wastegate failure that showed up in earlier model years, or are owners still buying time on a ticking turbo? Toyota has addressed the problem on multiple fronts: software, ECM, PCM calibration updates, targeted service procedures, and design actuator choices in some applications. But the fix is not a single headline recall that magically eliminates every failure mode. Reliable evidence shows official technical bulletins and dealer-level software updates for turbo actuator-related fault codes, while community reports and service discussions show the issue was real, localized, and largely manageable when technicians applied the prescribed remedies. In this video, I'll unpack what went wrong, what engineers changed, what Toyota officially published, and what owners and technicians should watch for now that 2026 models are in the wild. Plus clear, expert-style recommendations you can act on. What went wrong? The core symptom that started the chatter was a turbocharger wastegate actuator that wouldn't move or that reported an incorrect position. Sometimes stuck open, sometimes stuck closed, and sometimes throwing turbo wastegate DTCs and drivability issues, surging, misfires, loss of boost. That set of symptoms points to three separate failure vectors that engineers always check. 1. Software control logic. The ECM, PCM, and actuator control calibration can misinterpret sensor feedback or command positions that the actuator hardware can't reliably achieve. Software fixes can change response strategy, failsafe thresholds, and how aggressively the system commands the actuator. 2. Actuator hardware and electronics. Modern turbo systems sometimes use electrically controlled actuators and position sensors. Those have more moving parts and wiring, and they are exposed to heat, oil vapors, and vibration. Electrical connectors, position sensors, and the actuator mechanism itself can degrade or bind under those conditions. 3. Operating stress and thermal cycles. Short trip driving, where the turbo never properly cools, heavy towing, or repeated hard accelerations can cause deposits, uneven wear, or thermal growth that affects actuator motion. Those are common turbo life stressors across many manufacturers and engines. In the case of Toyota's 2.4-liter family, evidence points to a combination of 1. Calibration sensitivity to certain failure conditions, and 2. Actuator sticking complaints in some early units. Exactly the situation where a software reflash plus small hardware service procedures can resolve many owner complaints. What Toyota formally did and what dealers are authorized to do: Toyota issued targeted technical service bulletins, TSBs, that instruct dealers to update ECM, PCM calibrations and follow specific diagnostic procedures if vehicles present certain turbo wastegate fault codes. For example, wastegate actuator stuck open or related DTCs. One clear example is an October 2023 Toyota Technical Bulletin that specifically modifies the ECM logic to address MIL illumination with wastegate actuator codes and provides an explicit reprogramming procedure under warranty coverage. That kind of bulletin is the standard, correct first step. It confirms the manufacturer recognized the symptom set and provided a software remedy. Beyond reprogramming, factory guidance sometimes calls for inspection and replacement of the actuator assembly where necessary, and in cases where actuator design was an issue, some later applications moved toward more mechanically robust solutions, mechanical wastegate or different actuator types, depending on packaging and cost-performance trade-offs. Community evidence suggests Toyota applied those lessons in subsequent packaging actuator choices for certain models. So, did they fix it for 2026? Fix is a loaded word. There's no single moment where an automaker flips a switch and all possible failure modes vanish forever. But measured by the practical standards that matter, fewer owner complaints, TSB-backed dealer repairs, and design adjustments in later assemblies, Toyota's approach is what you'd expect from a mainstream automaker reacting to an in-service issue. Software-level fixes. Dealers have been authorized to update calibrations that address improper actuator logic, and those updates have been documented in TSBs. For many owners who experience the DTC plus MIL conditions, a calibration update resolved the condition or prevented recurrence. Service procedures and warranty coverage. When the condition persists beyond recalibration, Toyota's guidance includes replacing the actuator assembly under warranty in applicable cases, signaling that the company saw some hardware failures as legitimate warranty concerns. Design choices on newer builds. Where packaging allowed, Toyota appears to have favored actuator designs and turbo control strategies less prone to the particular failure mode that triggered the early complaints. Forums and engineering conversations around Tacoma Tundra powertrains highlight moves to different actuator approaches in some models. That doesn't eliminate the need for ongoing quality control, but it reduces exposure in later builds. So yes, by 2026 the situation looks materially improved compared with the early 2023-2024 chatter. But improved isn't the same as impossible to fail. Turbo systems are complex. Proper maintenance and proper diagnosis remain essential. What the data and owner reports say, community forums and individual service reports were the early bellwether. Owners of certain 2023 models reported wastegate or turbo actuator problems, often at low mileage. Those reports led to the TSBs and dealer guidance. In practice, the majority of cases reported were corrected via calibration updates or actuator replacement, not wholesale engine replacements. That matches the TSB approach. Correct the control logic first. Replace physical parts only where necessary. Independent reliability trackers and owner communities still show isolated reports even after updates. No mass, unified pattern like a recall, but the rate and severity appear lower on 2025-2026 production compared with the earliest batches. Expert insights. What this means for buyers, owners, and technicians. 1. Buyers, new or used. If you're buying a 2026 Toyota with the 2.4-liter turbo, check the vehicle's service history and confirm recent dealer software updates were applied. Ask for a printout of the TechStream reflash or TSB code if possible. If buying used, a recent dealer inspection that shows the latest PCM-ECM calibration is a meaningful confidence booster. Number 2. Owners, watch for the classic signs. MIL, loss of boost, surging, misfires accompanied by turbo wastegate DTCs. Codes like P25BXXX are used by Toyota for turbo actuator faults. If you see these, insist the dealer checks for the specific TSB calibration first. It's the least invasive and often the correct fix. If the problem persists after software, warranty-covered parts replacement is the next step. 3. Technicians. Start diagnostics with ECM calibration checks. Confirm the vehicle has the latest calibration before condemning hardware. Use the manufacturer's step-by-step test to verify wiring, connectors, and the actuator mechanism itself. That process minimizes unnecessary turbo replacement and identifies genuine hardware failures. 4. Driving habits matter. From a mechanical perspective, turbochargers don't like being repeatedly run hot and then shut down cold right away. For owners who do a lot of stop-and-go, short trips, or heavy towing, periodic cooldowns, like cruising for a minute or two before shutdown, can help keep oil and bearings in healthier condition. This is not a magic cure. It's a longevity practice accepted across turbocharged platforms. Final takeaways. Toyota identified the symptom and issued dealer-level software updates and repair instructions that address wastegate actuator codes. That's documented and effective in many cases. Early owners did experience wastegate actuator problems and reported them in forums. Those reports triggered the dealer fixes. By 2026, Toyota is still shipping the 2.4-liter turbo widely. It's central to the company's efficiency and performance plans. But parts choices and calibration strategies have been adjusted in later builds to reduce recurrence. If you want, I can draft a concise checklist you can hand a dealer before buying a used 2.4-liter Toyota. What to ask for, what TSB's calibration IDs to confirm. Scan TETSA federal bulletins for the very latest safety campaigns and produce a short summary tied to your exact VIN or model year. I can run that search for the specific model you're looking at. Want the dealer checklist now, or should I check a particular model/year? e.g. 2023 Highlander versus 2026 Tacoma, and pull the exact TSB identifiers and calibration part numbers to give to a service advisor.